What's your favorite color you've dyed your hair so far? I have a lot of favorite colors of my hair. The top one was when I did that sweet blue and that pink coontail. Oh my god. But then, the rainbow, and it wasn't like this. I'll post pictures and stuff. The rainbow, because that took me 8 hours and I had no help and it came out fantastic! And then the orange. The orange. I also liked purple and pink, don't get me wrong, and I've done other combinations that I did like, but I have to say, those top three, especially that blue, oh my god, that blue was gorgeous. What are your thoughts on Pokemon Sun and Moon? I'm so excited! I am so excited! I'm so excited! I was hoping for a Pokemon Z, but I guess that's just going to be the movie, but I'm so excited. I got Pokemon Yellow for my DS, and I raised all my Pokemon, and I'm excited that they're able to transfer to Pokemon Sun and Moon. I'm really disappointed that they can't transfer to X and Y and or ORAS. I'm hoping that Pokemon from X and Y and ORAS can be transferred to Sun and Moon, and I'm really hoping that they make it like X and Y to where you can customize your character with clothes and stuff, and I hope they make it more dynamic, and I'm just so excited. I'm so excited. I hope the Pokemon in me is more developed, and I'm so fucking excited. I'm also excited about Pokemon Go, but that's gonna be in the works for a while, and it's probably gonna take a while to be perfected, so, but Sun and Moon, oh! I couldn't be more excited. What are some of your favorite fan fictions that you recommend? Honestly, I don't read a lot of fan fictions, but I have listened to a couple of My Little Pony fan fictions that I did like. Obviously Cupcakes, but other fan fictions that have really caught my eye. Bubbles, of course, caught me. I narrated that one for my channel. Cheerilee's Garden, that one is fucked up and I love it. It has a sequel too that I don't fully remember what it's called, and that's fucked up too. Actually, I hate Twilight Sparkle, and I'm not going to spoil what happens, but the sequel to Cheerilee's Garden made me feel so sorry for Twilight. It broke my heart, and I hate her! So, Cheerilee's Garden and its sequel, definitely. There is a fan fiction that I don't believe is finished yet, and I haven't been listening to it because of that. The Asylum. That's a good one. I've listened to a couple of other My Little Pony fanfictions that just didn't catch me. There was based off of Nightmare on Elm Street, called Nightmare on Stirrup Street. That was pretty good, but the fact that it was so heavily based on Nightmare on Elm Street kind of ruined it. It wasn't so original, but what can you do? What are your top 5 favorite Pokemon? I can't think of top 5 favorite Pokemon because there are so many. That's why I started doing my top 10 favorite Pokemon by generation. Obviously, because of Muffins, I haven't been able to do any more than Generation 1. But I have a video of my top 10 favorite Generation 1 Pokemon. And soon I will do Generation 2, Generation 3, Generation 4, 5, 6, top Shinies, top Legendaries, least favorite Shinies, least favorite Legendaries, least favorite Pokemon, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Just future. It's gonna happen. I can't choose 5. Nope. Couldn't do it, even if I tried. What is the most annoying My Little Pony character in your opinion, and why? Besides Twilight Sparkle and the fact that she is so perfect and just everything great happens to her and she becomes a princess and she's the element of magic even though unicorns are magic. Basically all my opinions on Twilight Sparkle have been expressed in The Fun Never Ends. All of that was me speaking. I hate Dr. Hooves because I hate Doctor Who. And the fact that I don't understand why Doctor Who is popular now and in the past couple of years when it was an old show. I believe it was the 70s, wasn't it? I don't understand, but I don't find the appeal in Doctor Who, and I feel like making a character based off of Doctor Who was dumb. So Dr. Hooves pisses me off. Moon Dancer pissed me off. It was just because she was a recolor. Her personality was fine. Maud's personality pissed me off, but it wasn't as annoying as Maud lovers saying, "Why is it Maud and Muffins?" even though I explained it plenty of times before. Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon are pretty hate-worthy. They're extremely annoying. I hate them. I don't even have to explain why. I don't like what they did with Bon Bon. This whole secret agent Sweetie Drops. No. They could have done anything with her. I will say that Zikora's rhyming is pretty annoying. I mean, I know that she's supposed to be like, you know, a witch doctor with potions and magic and stuff, but, I mean, it's different when you're speaking in riddles, but speaking in rhyme constantly, I mean, for one, nobody's able to do that without you know, you have to think of something to rhyme. I mean, the closest person that's probably perfect to doing that is Wayne Brady, so the fact that she speaks so fluidly and rhymes annoys the shit out of me. You know, she's a cool character, I like her concept, just not the rhyming. What are 2 specific things you want to add to Encephalon? I kind of already went over that. Specifically, schools and newspapers. I need newspapers. Schools, newspapers, and mayors. Can you show off your fan art folder? Will you ever do a feature video for the people who send you emails with fan art? No, I do not show in videos fan art that people have sent me digitally or submitted to DeviantArt or anything like that, but I do save them in a folder. And no, I'm not going to show the entire folder, and I will tell you why in a second. Because the folder contains 1,764 files, images. So no, I will not show it. But that's why I made the well, I didn't make the Reitannite group. Somebody else was the founder of it. There's a Reitannite group, there's a Playing with Fire group, which I want to be the founder of, but all of the other co-founders and the founder are completely inactive, and DA needs approval from them to make me the new founder, and I can't get it because nobody's active. Nobody's active! But I did make the Muffins group. So people who do the fan art, who have a DA, you know, you submit it to those groups so all the fans can see them. And so I can see them, and I can save them to my folder. Which of your characters has gone through the most design changes? Through the most personality changes? Through the most design changes? Believe it or not, my character. The Reitanna character. Her hair used to be kind of more messy. I would never count the number of points in her bangs. And the way I drew legs for my Reitanna cartoon characters changed. Anatir went through a few design changes, but she's always seemed about the same. She's always looked similar. Personality changes? I'm pretty good at keeping personalities. When I create a character, I don't just create a character, I create an individual. And even though they do not exist in real life, that doesn't make them any less of a person. I really can't think of a character that's gone through personality changes. Huh. What class do you main in TF2? My favorite class is Scout, but I usually play a sniper. I'm a pretty damn good sniper if I have a good hiding spot. But I haven't played TF2 in forever. If you could contact one person in the world and get any message across to them, what would it be? Aaron. If you know what's good for you, stay the fuck away from me. Were there any phases you went through that you considered embarrassing? Twilight. The Twilight series. I didn't even read the last book or whatever because I fell out of it. I loved it when I was 16 and I fell out of it when I was 18. It was a teenage phase. It was, oh, vampires and romance and all of this stuff. And when you come down to think about it, it wasn't really that phenomenal writing at all. It was kind of lame, and it seemed like a teenager's fantasy. I mean, I wrote a lot of fantasies of me, you know, I had a lot of fantasies as a teenager, unrealistic fantasies, but don't all teenagers? But oh my god, I loved Twilight so much, and it is so embarrassing. I didn't watch the movies because, luckily, while I was a fan, I saw the actors chosen for the movies and said, no, that's not a good choice. And then when I grew out of it, I was just like, I'm so glad I didn't get into the movies. I won't ever read the books again, even though I do own the last book, which is somewhere in my grandmother's attic. I won't ever read it, so Twilight. When did you start loving yaoi? I already answered that question! I don't know why I put it there. If you had to bring an anime character to our world, who would you choose? I'm kind of partial to Vegeta, post-Frieza Vegeta, because he's sexy, and I want his babies. I have a lot of dreams about him. Dreams? I have a lot of dreams about Draco Malfoy too. But other than Vegeta, well, we could always use a mastermind like L, you know? But Vegeta. If you could go back in time to when you were a child and do or say any one important thing for or to your child's self, what would it be? Stand up for yourself. Don't let the bullies get to you. Fight, damn it. You have a weapon, and that is being scary, and you need to use that. I don't care how shy you are, get fucking angry. People make you angry, you need to get angry. It doesn't matter the consequences at this point. You are being abused by your fucking mother, and who you should have stood up to long before when you did. And you know what? Fuck it. Kill her. That's what you should do. That's what I would say. Fucking kill her while you still can, and get out before it gets worse. Just fight back. You stupid fucking coward. That's what I would say to her. At what age did you find out you were pansexual, and when did you start questioning your sexuality? Those questions should be flip-flopped. Start questioning my sexuality a long time before I actually came out, and which was the whole fear part. But it really escalated when I was 16. And like I said, it's the scariest thing I've ever gone through. And I came out as bisexual because I was sexually attracted to both males and females. Now at the time, I didn't even know there was another option. Because I was a stupid teenager. I didn't know what pansexual was or that it existed. When I found out what pansexual was, I had a friend who was pansexual, and I asked, what does that mean? And she said, it means that you are sexually attracted to any gender identity, basically anybody. You know, whether they've had a sex change, whether they're transgender, whether they cross-dress, whatever. It doesn't matter. So I believe I was 20 when I found out about pansexuality, but I didn't think about it until, I want to say I was 23. I don't remember. My memory's horrible and I have no sense of time. But I had a dream about an intersex girl. I was making out with her, and, you know, she looked like a girl, but she had a penis. And she asked me specifically, it doesn't bother you that I have a penis? And I was like, no, it doesn't. So then I woke up and I was like, would it bother me? No, it wouldn't. I wouldn't care. You know, if I fell in love with somebody who had a sex change, if I fell in love with somebody who was intersex, I guess it really doesn't matter what parts you have. If I'm attracted to you, then I'm attracted to you. So, there you go. Pansexual. That's just the way it goes in Albuquerque.